Greetings YouTube, my name's Connor, this is Skrrt Garage. I'm really happy to have you guys at the channel today. I've got such a cool video, and this one is actually for my man Funky Monk. Down in the comment section of a previous video I've made of an exhaust comparison between this Black Series and my Jaguar F-Type, he said, Connor, which one of these is faster? And guess what? Today is Make-A-Wish Foundation because I'm gonna do a complete drag race video of this C63 Black Series and my Jaguar F-Type R. So, moral of the story is, if you have a question and you drop it down in the comments, you guys know this, I try to respond to every single comment I get. If it's a question and if it's feasible for me to do, I will try and do it to help you guys out and to grow the channel. So, if you're on here, Funky Monk, this one's for you. And if you guys have any questions for me or like me to do any videos, go ahead and hit subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you're alerted immediately. That's how this channel grows, and we'll get this shindig rolling. So, what I have behind me is a 2012 C63 Black Series. There were 100 of them allotted to the North American market. 77 came here to the United States and 23 went to Canada. Okay? So that's what we have behind me. My car, you guys know it, it's a 2015 Jaguar F-Type R. It's my daily driver. It's a beast. My F-Type R makes 550 horsepower and 502 foot-pounds of twisties. It's a bad girl. Red line is around 6,800 RPM. Very, very fast. A little bit porky. You know, magazines will come out and say that it weighs about 3,650, but independent tests have proven that it's closer to 3,800 pounds, which is interesting because this girl behind me, the Black Stallion, makes about 510 horsepower and 457 foot-pounds of torque. It also comes in at about 3,800 pounds, which is, you know, lighter than the coupe C63 that it's based on, but it's not exactly lightweight. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that if you look at it, there's canards, there's, you know, extra radiators, there's trans coolers, diff coolers, big spoiler in the back, there's, you know, an extra inch of metal on the front and rear brakes, the track's wider, the rubber's thicker. I mean, everything on the car has been beefed up. So they've of course beefed up the weight a little bit like a friggin' NFL linebacker. So it's a little bit porkier. I think it's maybe 50 to 150 pounds heavier than the F-Type that it's about to race. But this thing is a complete beast. It's naturally aspirated, so it gets off the line very, very quickly. And we're gonna see what happens today. Let's get these drag races started. Major plot twist. Let me show you. I get underneath the car and I'm looking around and I see this familiar logo. Can you guys see it too? And I think, oh my gosh, is that Akrapovic? And I start poking around and what do I find but an Akrapovic exhaust system? And that makes complete sense. I mean, this thing is so hard to film because it's so bassy and so loud, but I can never capture it. And I just went on YouTube and I saw that there's other full titanium exhaust system Black Series cars, and they're so loud, and everybody in the video is freaking out about the loudness of them, but it doesn't come across on camera. The mystery is solved, guys. Even though it looks identical to the outgoing stock C63 Black Series exhaust system, now that I've been underneath this car for the first time, I realize that this is not stock. And how would I know? You know, there's only 77 of these in the nation. I just assumed that it was the OEM box, but it is not. It is a full titanium Akrapovic exhaust system. So happy I saw that. It makes complete sense now. All right, tuning out. Let's continue this video.
1, 2, 3.
Guys, it is pretty funny. The driver of the C63 let me know ahead of time, like any true racer, that the Black was running 91 octane instead of 93 like the car should have had. And so I think what he was doing is what any real racer would do, you know, get the excuses out early. But yeah, he definitely gave me an Uncle Rico, you better believe things would have been different had he had 93.
You better believe things have been different.
Would that have made a difference? I don't know, maybe a little bit, but I still think the F-Type is faster, so we're fine. If we break it down, it definitely seems like the C63 hooks up pretty freaking good from the launch. At least on a road where traction is an issue, I was extremely surprised by how well the Black jumps off the line. We didn't even use launch control that it comes equipped with. Just because, you know, if you roll up and you meet somebody at a street light, you're not going to throw it in launch control. You're just going to pin it. That's what we did. We just, you know, got next to each other and we both hit the gas at the same time. And this thing definitely took off a lot better. My F-Type, it is rear-wheel drive, so it definitely fights the tires the whole way through. Once it gets going, it's a different story. On that standing start we did, that I guess true drag race, I didn't catch the Black Series until about, let's call it 11 miles an hour. You can add an extra 0 at the end of that, but it took a while for me to catch him. You know, granted, if it was a quarter-mile race, I definitely would have caught him before the end of the quarter mile and beat it. But if it was a strictly traffic light race, you know, you get up to 60, 70, 80, whatever, and then you slow back down, this thing is really fast. Definitely a lot faster than I thought. On a rolling race, it was very different though. You know, this is a naturally aspirated car, so it lurches off the start, but then again, so does the F-Type. It's a root supercharger, so it makes full boost or full torque the moment you freaking blip the throttle. So they both shot off the line, and the F-Type is just a faster car. You know, I think it really starts to walk ahead of the C63 almost immediately. There was a couple videos that I let the C63 get a jump on me to see how long it would take for the F-Type to catch it and reel it in, and it did so pretty comfortably. So from a dig, it's apples. You know, if you're in a great spot or you have the all-wheel drive R, you'll definitely beat it. If you have the rear-wheel drive R, you'll beat it, but it might take a minute to get it. From a roll, absolutely not. You know, the F-Type is phenomenal, very, very fast, and it will definitely catch this car and beat it. So there you guys have it. I've really enjoyed making this video. This car is such a peach. I love driving it. I think you guys know it's my favorite car under 100 grand to drive, just to get in and to have a great rip in. So let me know, please, let me know in the comments if you guys want a full review of this C63 Black Series. I would love to make one, but only if you guys want to see it. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. Thank you for sticking it out and for enjoying this little video I made. Please give it a thumbs up if you appreciated it. I love you guys. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you next video. Peace.